They don't know what if the scam has happened or not. Few of my ministers have been targeted. Today, 95% of the people who are targeted by both CBI and ED. Why is there only corruption on the opposition side that the BJP government sees?
নমস্কার, দ্য ওয়ালে আপনাদের স্বাগত। আগামী বছর সাধারণ নির্বাচন, তার আগে থেকেই এখন তামাম বিরোধী ঐক্য নিয়ে আলোচনা শুরু হয়ে গেছে। সুতরাং আমরাই বা পিছিয়ে থাকবো কেন? আমরা আজকে রয়েছি হায়দ্রাবাদে। আমাদের সঙ্গে রয়েছেন ভারত রাষ্ট্র সমিতির নেত্রী কবিতা রাও। আমরা আজ তার সাথে কথা বলবো। I appreciate ma'am joining with us.
Thank you.
Ma'am, as we know that you are going to start a protest in Delhi demanding introduction of women reservation bill in parliament.
That's right.
So may we know that what are the reason behind for your sudden interest in this bill?
No, it is not a sudden interest. Unfortunately, it looks like that because from 1996, when first this bill was introduced till now, it has been 27 years. And in all these 27 years, I can with a great clarity tell you that every women leader, not only me, for every Women's Day or wherever we find the occasion, we've been asking for this. Me personally, I was MP from 2014 to 2019. So every time I got an opportunity in the parliament, I used to raise this issue, even on the outside diocese also. In the last 5 years also, I've been constantly asking for this demand. But now, see, there is an advantage asking now because it is election year.
Right,
and if we can put considerable pressure on the government, it can be done. And the best advantage is that this government has full majority. Now, if full majority governments can easily pass, like especially this government, BJP government, bought in Aadhaar bill. It was passed in a matter of hours.
Right.
And that was converted into not being a money bill so that they don't have to go to Rajya Sabha.
Right.
So that means if the government really wants it to be done, it can be done. And there is an opportunity. And women, I think, should take advantage of election. Because this is election year, we should build up the pressure and get this bill passed. It is long pending. It is important to be passed.
You are right, ma'am, that in the last 10 years in this present government, we have never heard about this women reservation bill. And there is also a popular perception that regional parties are particularly against this bill. I mean, I have seen in 2010 in Rajya Sabha, when the bill got introduced in the Rajya Sabha, Samajwadi Party opposed the bill on the floor of the House. So this time, what difference you are expecting?
See, what I am requesting every party is please send a representative from your party, whatever is your stand. For example, suppose Samajwadi Party or RJD, they want a quota within a quota. You say that you want a quota within quota, but don't say that we are against women's split. So if there is enough support from every party and demand from every party, see, India is a country of intellectuals. The bill is not for Kavitha, no, the bill is for country. So these intellectuals can sit together in one night, draft a wonderful bill which will address all parties' objections. It could be SP, it could be RJD, it could be RLD. Any party has any objection, that can be addressed. We have enough number of experts in this country. But just by citing few party names, the current government who put this in, who said in 2014 manifesto, in 2019 manifesto that they'll pass this bill and they are with the women of country, they cannot do away from their responsibility. So it is their fundamental duty to build consensus. Their fundamental duty to find a solution forward. Now we as women, we have the right to demand. It is up to the government to do it.
So for BRS, what is the thing? I mean, in BRS, are we going to put 33% women candidates in this coming assembly election or the Lok Sabha election?
No, they are not going to. BRS also is like any other political party. I have no such brahm ki BRS will tomorrow put 33% if there is no rule. All I am trying to tell you is India is a patriarchal country. Indian parties will also be patriarchal parties. So to change that, there has to be support from the government to the women of this country.
Right.
Only two parties I have seen, one with Madam Mamata Banerjee, one when Madam Jayalalitha was leading AIDMK. Women got a lot of weight in number of parliament seats,
right,
in number of ministries, etc. But rest other parties are just led by men, including my own party. So I have no claims that my party is different. Every party is like that. So how do we change this? There has to be a rule. There has to be a legislation. The government should back up the women of this country. That is why we are demanding the bill.
So ma'am, you have worked a lot in Telangana for the women empowerment, and today morning we have witnessed that you have such a huge fan followers among women and among girls, which is quite enviable for any politician. So I think, I mean, I'm getting sense that you are going to take this women empowerment issue beyond the borders of the Telangana.
Absolutely, absolutely. The Indian women across the party lines, across the class, across the caste need reservation. Reservation is to be, in fact, empowerment has to happen on the business side, on the employment side, on the education side, and also on the political side. I am pushing for political reservations because, see, politicians are visible. Now, when you look at a Mamta Di, when you look at a Jayalalitha, when you look at a Sushma Swaraj, other girls get inspired
Right.
to come into political sphere. Other girls get inspired to question, no matter in whichever sphere of life they are. So that is an advantage. Now, if one other fact I want to quote, other developed nations which have given reservations to women 20 years back
Right.
already met all the gender parity goals. So for us, without reservation in the same situation, to meet the gender parity goals of equal pay, equal working hours, we will take up to 2063. That means women of this country will have to suffer until 2063. So my only request is, it is not just political empowerment. It will empower women to question everywhere. So that is why we urgently require this bill. That is my demand.
And ma'am, your party born out of a statehood demand.
Ji.
But now Mr. K. Chandrasekhar Rao, I mean, now he is trying to put his footprint in national politics, and BRS is looking forward. So, apart from these women-centric issues, which are the agendas you want to take forward to the larger audience?
See, BRS, which was TRS earlier,
Yeah,
changed its name to BRS.
Yes.
Because we want to show our commitment to the people of this country that we are serious. BRS will work at the national level to address various issues. Like why should BRS work? We have a proof of concept. In the last 9 years after the formation
ma'am.
of the state, we have made tremendous development in agriculture. We have managed to build the largest lift irrigation scheme in the world. We have managed to give tap water to every village, every household in the entire state. We managed to give 24 hours power in every village, every part of the state. Likewise, we've managed to do so many things, so many basic things which need to be done for this country. For example, our Honorable President comes from Orissa. The day she was made president, that day her village got power.
Right.
So imagine the situation of India. And this doesn't have to be like that. It should not stay like that, because India has a lot of resources, natural resources, human resources, but we don't want to use them because our goal now has become to win election. Nothing else, no future generation, no question. We will not use our ports, we will not develop anything. We want to win election. That has become the state of this country. That is why leaders state leaders like Mamta ji, whatever she tries to do in her state, like Navin Patnaik ji, whatever he tries to do in his state, like Stalin, like so many other leaders who are now chief ministers, who are doing exceptionally well, tomorrow should work for the country. Why not? Why only national parties should work?
Right.
Any person in this country with a national perspective, who has an idea, who has an agenda, should work for the country. And that is what KCR today is doing.
But like Mamata Banerjee's party or like TRS or DMK, you are putting more, efforts, or putting in more money in social sectors. Social empowerment or social safety nets, like giving away pensions, or some such stipends or something like that. But now, as Narendra Modi ji said, that the Prime Minister, that these are all poll reveries. How you look at it?
See, Narendra Modi ji is very good at not speaking the truth. Our Honorable Prime Minister gave the same reveries in the states wherever he had elections. So wherever other states he doesn't have elections, he will target the opposition parties by saying that you should not give freebies. So उनके लिए एक rule होता है, opposition के लिए एक rule होता है. That is not correct. India being a poor country, India being a nation where we are still developing for last 75 years, we need to give protection to our people by at least giving them basic food, basic social welfare is the obligation of the government. It is insulting for the poor if you are saying it is रेवड़ी. कोई दया नहीं कर रहे उनके ऊपर आपका responsibility है that you have to protect the poor. See, today in Telangana we give pension to 44 lakh people. 42,000 crores is what we give away in pension. but that will help the state to grow because there will be a lot of peace in the villages. And when you are at peace, people will work more, earn more, and the state will benefit more.
Right.
So that is how the economic cycle works. And Mr. Narendra Modi ji should really think about it and start giving out more social security concepts to the people of this nation.
Right. As BRS is talking about expansion to the national level, I mean, which are the states you are looking at to expand your, ordination or your presence?
See, fundamental goal of Bharat Rashtra Samithi right now is to make sure the Bharatiya Janata Party does not come to power in 2024. To do that, we will work with various political parties who think like us, who believe that India should be saved from Bharatiya Janata Party, who believe that democracy should be saved from Bharatiya Janata Party and their ideology. We will work with everybody and anybody who will be on the same line of thinking. So depending on state to state, we will not weaken the opposition parties, we will only strengthen them. But idea is to weaken the BJP. So according to that plan, according to every state and their condition, we will reach out to parties, we will reach out to leaders, we will reach out to people with the agenda that we have. And I am very, very confident that BRS will emerge as a very key political player in this nation by being the best team player.
Okay. So ma'am, but in recent times we have seen that with similar goal, TMC has fought in Trinamool Congress, they have fought in Goa, in Meghalaya and in Tripura. It was not very lucky for them. So keeping that experience in mind, do you really think that it will be very prudent? Or can you ensure that it will not further divide the anti-BJP votes in the states?
You see, there are two ways to look at this. State elections are different, national elections are different. BRS today and its entire focus is on the parliament election. So now for parliament election, people of this country understand the excesses that the BJP is doing, the way they are targeting the opposition parties, the way they are targeting the poor people, the way they are helping only their rich friends, the way the Honorable Prime Minister is not even saying a single word about Mr. Adani.
Right.
These are being noticed by the poor people of this country. And the middle class of this country understands today that one gas cylinder, which was 450 rupees, becomes 1200 rupees. It is not going to help them. And a middle class family in India today very well understands the pain of their son not getting a job, which Honorable Prime Minister had promised that 2 crore jobs per year they will give. And any industrialist today understands that this BJP government will only favor a handful of industrialists, not everybody. They are not letting everybody grow. Everybody else industry is targeted to benefit only few people. We have seen Mr. Adani gets 5 airports even though he has 0 qualification, but other companies don't get it. So Mr. Adani gets all the ports in the country without any qualification. He will get all the defense contracts without any qualification. So people, hard-working industrialists who are working in defense sector, who are working in port sector, what are they feeling today? If they get an alternative, they will give us a chance. Alternative could be a coalition of parties. Alternative could be any arrangement. But an alternative for the BJP, if the political class of this country can show, certainly people will support us. That is our understanding.
Yeah, that's great, ma'am. When you are talking about the alternative, I know that Congress is in opposition in Telangana. So there will be definitely a political fight between Congress and BRS. But do you really think that a larger opposition unity is possible without Congress, because they are in a direct fight with BJP in 200 plus seats?
Oh, see, this is a myth. In 200 plus seats, Congress is in direct fight with BJP. But how many seats will they manage to win? That is the main question. Because today in Congress, in Parliament, they only have 50 plus seats, right? Where are they fighting with BJP? You tell me. 1. 2. In the when you look at the number of MLAs this country has, it is 400 odd MLAs that we have, 4,000 odd MLAs that we have, out of which Congress only has 650 MLAs today. And in many states, Bengal, I think now abhi khata khula hai, 1 seats, that too in by-election. So what is the strength of Congress today? What are we talking about? So Congress should really come down, leave their arrogance, understand the reality of this country, And if they are really interested in this country's growth, Congress should come down, reach out to all the political parties, and they themselves should struggle to build a coalition. I am only saying today in India, BJP का Congress opposition नहीं है. Nobody looks at Congress as a credible alternative. If they would have, then they would have voted for them last time. Now though they are much more deteriorated. Their leaders are leaving them by day. They are losing seats by day. They are losing states by day. And wherever they are in coalition, like in Bihar, like in Tamil Nadu, they have only 17 seats, 15 seats. So the number is dismal. So now Congress should understand. They should strategize. They should work for the people of this country, not for their own political power.
That means you are telling that Congress should leave their big brother's attitude.
Absolutely. They should be a team player. They cannot afford to be a big brother anymore. They should be a team player because it is in the interest of the nation. It is not for one party, one person, one political party's power. मैंने बोला ना, election के बारे में सोचना बंद करो. Next generation के बारे में सोचना शुरू करो. That should be the new political mantra of this country. If you think about winning an election, you will remain scattered. But if you think about changing the country, if you think about working for the next generation, then you will become united. That should be the understanding of political parties today. बाकी तो चलता रहेगा, कोई प्रधानमंत्री बनेगा, कोई नहीं बनेगा, वो अलग बात है. But what will happen to the country, that's the biggest thing.
So I understand that BRS, TMC and DMK and these kind of parties, I mean, they will also put a pressure on Congress to come to terms.
No, see, we don't need to put any pressure. Congress should itself realize if they really want, जैसे बोलते हैं कि हम लोगों के लिए काम करेंगे. Now today, if you want to throw BJP out of power, what should Congress do? Right? So that is for them to think. Why should the pressure be on TMC? Why should the pressure be on BRS? See, we are working. We are the forces in the regional level which stopped BJP from winning Telangana, which stopped Bengal. TMC stopped BJP from winning in Bengal. So the ideology which is hurting the nation, उनको रोकने वाले आज सिर्फ और सिर्फ BRS है, TMC है, DMK है, ऐसे पार्टी से. तो हम जब कर रहे हैं, कांग्रेस नहीं कर पा रहे. तो what should be Congress's strategy that they should think?
But ma'am, people are saying that not only the ideology, but also in a different way. I mean, these so-called regional parties are getting targeted. So ma'am, one question, if I don't ask, then the interview will be incomplete. Recently, your name came up in that Lika scam, and ED has interrogated you for long 9 hours. So ma'am, your comment please.
See, the issue here is nobody today knows from the BJP, whoever is targeting BRS party leaders, they don't know what if the scam has happened or not, first of all. And second of all, from my party, I'm not the only person who's being targeted. My parliament floor leader has been targeted, few of my ministers have been targeted, few of my MLAs have been targeted. So it has become a habit of Bharatiya Janata Party, wherever they have elections, that state ED will go before Modi goes. That's a common logic that has happened. So that is what they are trying to do today. So politically targeting opposition parties by using these agencies has been happening. So in my case also it's the same thing, nothing more. CBI had asked me to interview. I said, please, you are welcome, I'll answer, I'll cooperate. But the issue here is, today 95% of the people who are targeted by both CBI and ED are opposition parties. Is this fair? Are we not in an undeclared emergency? This is what the country should think today. I am not saying anybody is right, anybody is wrong, someone is corrupt, somebody is not corrupt. I am only saying, why is there only corruption on the opposition side that the BJP government sees? Why not BJP's own people? So that is a question today. So rest of the investigation, whatever they want to do, let them do. As a part of targeting my father, my leader, that's what they are doing. Let them do. We will face it legally and politically.
So ma'am, do you think that this will also play a catalyst role, bringing all the oppositions, I mean the regional parties together against the BJP?
No, that is a shame to say. No, Honorable Prime Minister said that on the Parliament floor, which is really hurting to the democracy, that if you are using power, if you are using agencies, if you are trying to arm twist opposition into falling in place, that is not the right attitude. You have to go to the people in a democracy. You have to explain to the people what your agenda is. You have to win their hearts and then win their election. But Modi ji, because he's already constantly always in election mode, he doesn't understand that because he never works. Whatever promises he's made or whatever promises that Bharatiya Janata Party has made, they have never worked on any single one of them. Where are 2 crore jobs? What about the economy? हियर कंटिन्यूसली बोलते हैं सुबह से शाम तक कि हम चाइना से कम्पीट करेंगे, चाइना से कम्पीट करेंगे। चाइना का इकोनॉमी क्या है? $18 ट्रिलियन है और इनका गोल क्या है? $5 ट्रिलियन। तो कोई कंपैरिजन भी नहीं है। तो इनका नज़र काम करने पे नहीं है, सिर्फ और सिर्फ आर्म ट्विस्ट करना है, एजेंसीज को यूज़ करना है, लोगों को गुमराह करना है, रिलीजन के बातें बताना है, पोलराइजेशन लाना है और इलेक्शन जीतना है। तो इससे किसका भला हो रहा है? भारतीय जनता पार्टी का भला हो सकता है, 1-2 people might get positions, but the country is losing, country is getting divided by day. So we need to work, and I believe, I really hope all of the opposition works together on a common principle of the nation development agenda. That should be the future.
Ma'am, this year also Telangana is going to face the assembly election.
That's right.
So, are you confident?
Oh, we are very confident because we are like students who study every day. We are not like students who study one night before the exam. तो हम हमेशा लोगों में रहते हैं, लोगों के लिए काम करते हैं और इतना बदलाव लेके आए ये पिछले 9 सालों में। तेलंगाना के लोग केसीआर साहब से बेहद मोहब्बत करते हैं। तो वेरी वेरी कॉन्फिडेंट we will win back, we will come back to power and we will work more for our people.
So to sum up, ma'am, my assumption is that you are going to be the main face of BRS in national politics in the coming days, and we will see lot of activities of yours.
नहीं, पार्टी में किसी एक फेस से काम नहीं चलता है। हमारे नेताजी के जो आइडियोलॉजी है, नेशन डेवलपमेंट का जो एजेंडा है, उसके ऊपर काम करेंगे एंड आगे चल के भी whatever party tells me, I'll keep doing it. Whatever party wants me to do, I'll keep doing it. Ultimate goal is to work for this nation and I'll do my best.
Thank you, Kavitha ji. Thanks for your time. It was really nice talking to you.
Thank you so much.
তাহলে আজকে এই পর্যন্তই। আগামী দিনে আমরা অন্য আর কোনো আঞ্চলিক নেতার সাথে কথা বলবো এবং লোকসভা ভোট যত এগিয়ে আসবে তত আমাদের সামনে এই ধরনের আরও আলোচনা আমরা হাজির করব। ধন্যবাদ।